Hello and welcome to the coverage of today's play. First game out of the four of this Tri-Nation series, which is of Pakistan, New Zealand and South Africa. And Pakistan and New Zealand are playing today. It's almost like a dress rehearsal, as you mentioned, of the ICC Champions Trophy, because these two sides will open in Karachi, that event that's much awaited. Now I've got my guests alongside me. Lots to talk about. I've got Sana Mir, Amir Sohail once again. So much cricket happening at home. Bangladesh, England, West Indies, hard to keep track, but it's always good to see different countries coming in and visiting, and this Tri-Nation can be a very good testing phase for all the teams before they get into the ICC Champions Trophy.
Absolutely, and we saw so many rumors and so many talks about whether the stadium's gonna be built in time. I think this is a beautiful, beautiful stadium. Since we have come in, I'm just trying to soak in the atmosphere, and the overall feel of the stadium is amazing. So all of you who are back home and can make your way definitely should come. It's a beautiful facility now. I think it will definitely enhance the experience of the spectators, which is the most important, the players themselves. And Champions Trophy is round the corner. I think this is the best practice for all three teams who are participating.
A new look of the ground. I mean, when you look at especially that cage has been removed. Now you have a one-on-one experience as a spectator.
It has visual impact because aesthetics are beautiful now. And now you could easily say this stadium has functionality, which was a miss. And because of that, grill or whatever you call it, it actually gave you a feeling that you were caged as a spectator or as a player. It felt like you were in the zoo. Since it's been removed, there is more connection between the crowd and the players.
We'll talk more about how this series is holding its importance. Maybe Pakistan and the other sides would like to experiment through what their best 11 could be for the Champions Trophy.
Absolutely. Pakistan, as we all know, have a very good record in the past couple of series, ODI series they have played. And with this series particularly, it would be really nice for Pakistan to just go out there, experiment with the new team, because as we see, there are a lot of changes in this Pakistan squad as compared to what we saw against Australia and the series before. So Pakistan has got a great opportunity to test themselves out, especially against New Zealand, who have got a full-fledged strong side, and then make arrangements and make changes if they need to for the next couple of matches there.
I think it's a huge opportunity for all the sides featuring in this triangular series to iron out if there is any wrinkle as far as their combination is concerned. And I think before Champions Trophy, they have a huge opportunity to try out different combinations and be ready for that all-important ICC Champions Trophy.
It looks like a good balance. There was the schedule for this Tri-Nation. When Pakistan, we're talking about Pakistan because it's at home, lots of expectations from the side, lots of talks as well. Is this the right combination with the home conditions? I think the best available have been selected, and this is the side which will play the ICC Champions Trophy.
Look, once the team is selected, of course, you want to back that team and you want to back the players, but you also feel a little for the players who have been part of the team, a successful team. So the new faces would be Khushdil Shah in the middle, Fahim Ashraf, and Mohammad Hasnain coming back into the squad, Tayyib Tahir in the middle. So you do feel a bit hard done for likes of Irfan Niazi, who was doing well, but overall I think it's a balanced squad as far as the conditions are concerned.
One specialist spinner, two part-timers in Salman and Khushdil.
Look, there has been a lot of chatter about the team selection, and people are talking about there are so many players which could have been given an opportunity, but you have to get into the mindset of the selectors. What were they thinking? In my opinion, in this weather, if you talk about especially Lahore and Islamabad, they'll be due around. And it becomes very difficult for the spinners to actually grip the ball, and especially Sufyan and Faisal, who are wrist spinners. So I think what they were thinking about the team selection, that it'll be better for the side to have more pacers who could actually do better than the spinners.
All right. We'll talk more on that. Right now, Bazid Khan is out there in the center with the two captains.
Tri-Series is back, and it is in Gaddafi Stadium, which is looking spectacular. I've got the two captains, Mohammad Rizwan, Mitch Satner, David Boone, match referee, to keep everyone in check. Rizwan, do you have the coin? Give it a flip, please.
It is head.
Heads. Mitch, you won the toss. What are you doing and why?
We're going to have a bat. It looks like a very good wicket, to be fair. And probably don't think it'll change too much at night, so try to get some runs on and see what happens.
No thinking about any due formation or anything like that? You just want to go out there and put runs on the board?
Yeah, I guess we had a night training the other night. It wasn't too wet. And yeah, skidded through nicely under lights, so see if we can get some runs on the board and try to put some pressure on that way.
In terms of preparation to the Champions Trophy and also the fact that you've not played a lot of ODI cricket, not many teams have, how important will this tri-series be?
Yeah, it's very important. I think for us in South Africa, it's obviously very important. Playing games in the conditions you're going to play, a major event is obviously awesome. So, we're happy to be here for this tri-series and, see what these pitches do and coming into Champions Trophy.
I won't ask you about your 11, but I'll ask you about the combination that you're playing, spinners and fast bowlers.
We're going 3 quicks and I guess 3-4 spin options, so and the rest can bat.
Thank you very much and good luck. Rizwan, in terms of preparation to the Champions Trophy, obviously these games are very important. What do you want out of them?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We also want to do that because it's a good opportunity for us to progress in the Champions Trophy because we don't have a match in Champions Trophy here, but inshallah if we come to semi-final, we're going to play there. But inshallah, hopefully we're going to get that all that kind of things which we will be facing in the semi-final, inshallah.
They're all of Pakistan asking this one question. I'll ask you again. Who's going to open with Fakhr?
I already mentioned in the press conference, like, King will be that. So Babar Azam will be, inshallah, coming to open, inshallah.
And what about your team? How many spinners and fast bowlers are you playing combination?
We are going with the 1 Abrar and the 3, alhamdulillah, is Naseem Shah, Haris Rauf and Shaheen Shah. And we have some all-rounders in the middles.
Happy with chasing because it looks quite a good pitch.
Yes, I'm happy with that because, we also mentioned that it doesn't matter for us is batting or bowling because if you look at us, win is win, but it's also a preparation for the Champions Trophy as well.
Thank you very much and good luck for the game. So the news out here in the centre is that New Zealand have won the toss and have elected to bat. And now we'll just have a look at what the pitch will offer. And not only me, but there's someone else, someone special who's going to talk about the pitch. Vernon, looks quite a decent pitch at first sight.
Yeah, good afternoon, Bazid. Record and history seem to suggest that this is an absolute nightmare for bowlers. The average score around the 292 mark, but I do feel, Bazid, just having a look at this, it looks an absolute belter. Now, overhead conditions at the moment, it's slightly on the cooler side, so I do expect that perhaps it's not as firm as what we all expect it to be. So there might be a window of opportunity with a new ball for the seamers. I do feel that there will be a swing, and it might just not come onto the bat as we all expect. But I do feel if you let batters to get in on this, you are going to get hurt as a batter, and we might see a score in excess of that average score that I've just seen.
High successful score, Pakistan was here, 349. As a bowler, what do you want to do on a surface which you have mentioned that looks pretty good?
Yeah, I think up front with a new ball is going to be key. You want to bring those stumps into play. I do feel that you want to play around with those angles on the crease, but again, you want to bring those modes of LBW and bold into play. I think that's going to be key on a surface like this. The intensity which you start out with, it's so difficult to pull a game back when you start poorly. So the way you start, the intensity and the energy that you bring with a new ball is going to be key for, especially for Pakistan bowling first on this particular surface this afternoon.
It looks a very good surface. Lot in for the batters. Bowlers will have to work hard.
All right, so Amir Suhail and I went out there in the middle and you had a close look at this pitch. I think the right call to go out there and put the runs on the board.
But at the same time, there is a peril. If there is some dew around, it'll be a daunting task for the bowlers. So for that, they have to have an insurance of at least 30 more runs, whatever the pass score is in their mind. Looks like a beautiful pitch this.
Yeah. Okay, so just now we heard from the Pakistan captain and he's happy to chase out there, says Babar Azam will open with Fakhr Zaman. Just before the start of this series, we had a little chat with him, so let's join Mohammad Rizwan.
बिल्कुल जी, हमारे लिए भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट सीरीज़ इसलिए है कि इसके बाद फ़ौरन हम चैम्पियन ट्रॉफी खेलनी है, अपने होम में खेलनी है और हमारे पास कंडीशंस भी उसी तरह है और जिस तरह देखा जा रहा है कि साउथ अफ्रीका न्यूजीलैंड एक स्ट्रॉन्ग साइड्स है तो इंशाल्लाह एक प्रॉपर प्रैक्टिस जो हम समझते हैं, हम इसको प्रैक्टिस नहीं देंगे मगर एक नाम में आ सकता है कि यार इसको प्रॉपर हमारी प्रिपरेशन जो चैम्पियंस ट्रॉफी के लिए वो इंशाल्लाह मिल रही है सीरीज़ से पहले। मैं जो समझता हूँ कि अक्सर आपको जो है ना क्रिकेट पर भी आपको अच्छी खेलनी पड़ेगी आपको, क्योंकि जैसे भी कंडीशन आप इंटरनेशनल सतह पे खेलते हैं ना तो आपको थोड़ा सी क्रिकेट अच्छी खेलनी पड़ेगी। अगर आप हवे भी जाते हैं तो आपके पास कुछ चीज़ें ऐसी डिफरेंट आती है, जैसे वेदर हो गया, जो टॉस हो गया, जो आपके हाथ में नहीं है। तो ये कि होम कंडीशन में जो सबसे जो प्लस पॉइंट होता है वो आपको थोड़ा सा आइडिया होता है कि किस टाइम क्या होने वाला है। जो डिफरेंट चीज़ें होती है ना कि यार इस टाइम शायद ये जब अभी शाम का टाइम होने वाला है, कुछ स्विंग होगा नहीं होगा, किस टाइम स्पिन होता है नहीं होता, डी होता है तो क्या होता है। और सबसे जो बड़ा फैक्टर होता है वो क्राउड का होता है, जो आपके लिए जो है ना आपको कई का बार आप जो है ना आपकी एनर्जी डाउन होती है तो क्राउड की वजह से जो जज्बा आता है तो आपको ऊपर कर लेता है। जो जज्बा ही चाहिए होता है ग्राउंड में, स्पेशली जो फील्डिंग के दौरान। तो ये एक जो है ना प्लस एक फैक्टर हो सकता है। अभी जो जितनी भी टीमें आ रही है हर एक की अपनी प्लस पॉइंट्स भी है और नेगेटिव्स भी है। तो एज ए ग्रुप अगर हम अपनी चीज़ों को देखें, हमें अपनी चीज़ों पे फोकस करना है कि हम क्या बेस्ट कर सकते हैं। और बिल्कुल हमने स्ट्रेटजी बनानी होगी, एनालिसिस करना पड़ेगा हमें, क्योंकि बैटिंग ग्रुप भी ऐसे बॉलिंग ग्रुप भी। मगर फिलहाल अभी अगले जो आने वाले टीमों के लिए हमें यकीन ही है, स्पेशली हकीकत यही है। मगर हम ज़्यादा चीज़ें अपने जो हमें आता है उन पर ज़्यादा फोकस कर रहे हैं। विलियमसन बिल्कुल आपको हर एक जो है ना टीम में कुछ ना कुछ प्लेयर ऐसे मिलते हैं कि वो बिल्कुल स्पेशल होते हैं। विलियमसन के बारे में ये है कि वो एक प्रेशर एब्जॉर्बर है, प्रेशर एब्जॉर्ब कर सकता है, बहुत लंबा जा सकता है। और उसकी सबसे बड़ी क्वालिटी ये है कि अपने साथ दूसरे प्लेयर को खिलाता है। कुछ प्लेयर ऐसे होते हैं कि वो खुद उसको अगर अपनी जगह दी जाए तो वो बहुत बड़े प्लेयर बन जाते हैं और बहुत कुछ कर सकते हैं टीम के लिए। और कुछ प्लेयर ऐसे होते हैं जिसको ना वो दूसरे प्लेयरों को चलाने में भी उसको तो उसमें उसकी स्पेशलिटी बहुत ज़्यादा है कि वो दूसरे प्लेयर को जो अंदर क्रीज पे ना वो चलाता रहता है। वो हमें याद नहीं है कि हमने पाकिस्तान में कोई ऐसा बड़ा इवेंट देखा है। हम खुद मैं एज ए कैप्टन पाकिस्तान को लीड करने और फिर सोच रहा हूँ कि हमने खेलना है। मगर मुझे भी इस चीज़ का इंतज़ार है कि जब इंग्लैंड और ऑस्ट्रेलिया मैच खेल रहा होगा पाकिस्तान में तो वो कैसे होगा। काफ़ी एक्साइटमेंट है आप सारे प्लेयरों में। हम भी खुद इस चीज़ को भी देख रहे हैं कि यार कैसे कैसे चीज़ें होगी, क्योंकि पीडी में भी होगा। क्योंकि अभी तक तो हम पाकिस्तान में सिर्फ खेलते रहे तो हमें पता था कि यार उस सिटी को ही कवर किया है। अब तो ये हो रहा है कि पीडी में भी होगा, या तो दुबई में होगा, या तो कराची या लाहौर में। तो डिफरेंट सिटीज़ पे डिफरेंट चीज़ें हो रही होगी और डिफरेंट कंट्रीज़ खेल रही होगी जो हम अपने मुल्क में देख रहे होंगे, हम इंतजार कर रहे होंगे। तो फैंस को तो वाकई इनके लिए तो है ही है, मगर हमारे लिए भी थोड़ी डिफरेंट चीज़ है ये।
All right, now I'll put the same question to both of you before we hit the break, and that is, as Mohammad Rizwan, if you were Mohammad Rizwan, would you give a go to all 15 in the 2 games that are available before the ICC Champions Trophy?
Tough one. I do feel it's very important to go into the championship with the winning mindset and winning habit. I think that's extremely crucial. Yes, especially the players who have not been part of the team, I do feel they need to be part of the team before the Champions Trophy start, even though whether they'll be required or not, because Champions Trophy is almost a knockout kind of a tournament. So it's very important that especially players like Fakhar Zaman who are making a comeback, players like Khush Dilshah and Fahim Ashraf, if they are planning to use them in the Champions Trophy, it's very important, especially those players get a go.
I think the conditions are going to be different in Karachi as compared to Lahore. So as a captain and team management, you can actually afford to make few changes to be able to get the right balance. And what Rizwan was talking about, he was talking about talent management. He was talking about knowing your team and then adaptability, because Pakistan is going to be featuring in different centers. So, you know, you as a captain, you should have the hang of the player that who is going to be utilized in a different situation and condition.
Okay. All right. Time for us to take a short break. When we come back, we'll have a look at the 2 sides who are playing in the 11. Just to let you know, New Zealand have won the toss and they've decided to bat first. Welcome back to Vigotel Mobile presents Allied Bank Tri-Nation Series here at the Gaddafi Stadium in Lahore. The first game between Pakistan and New Zealand, and the third team participating in it is South Africa. And what a facility this is now. Brand new seats, brand new stands, the dressing room, the whole building on the opposite side has been redone. And of course the floodlights, not to forget, 480 lights. This is the new side, New Zealand, and they're being led by a new captain in Santner.
Yeah, when you talk about New Zealand team, they have impact players. utility players in their lineup and very reliable individuals. So for me, this team has the wherewithal to actually surprise Pakistani team given the conditions.
One man who performed very well, Chapman, I don't see him there, but I'm pretty sure he's going to be an integral part of this New Zealand setup once the ICC Champions Trophy starts off. This is your Pakistan 11 for the game.
Yeah, the big comeback, Fakhar Zaman, good to see him back in the top order. Opening will be with Babar Azam, Kamran, one down, and I think the middle order looks quite strong with Salman Ali Agha, Tayyib Tahir, who plays spin really well, and Khushdil Shah is making a comeback into the Pakistan team. Abrar as the specialist spinner and three fast bowlers, so a very well balanced side overall.
Yeah, there we are. Now, we've been talking about the Gaddafi Stadium, of course, the National Stadium, National Bank Stadium in Karachi also has been redone. So much work has come in, and it's been a marathon run for the Pakistan Cricket Board to get this ground ready. This was the opening ceremony, the launch of the new facility yesterday.
I think it was to celebrate the hard work of people who were involved in rebuilding the stadium. And I think, I spoke about it. This stadium now has that visual appeal. It gives you that feeling that, yes, you belong here as a spectator. So I think Pakistan Cricket Board has done a fantastic job.
A quick one, score, 300 plus?
Yeah, I think with the average score being 292 in the first innings, and with Dew maybe playing a factor, New Zealand would be looking at something around that 300 or 310 mark.
You go with that? 300 should be there.
Well, given the conditions, let me tell you, I felt like holding a bat here, putting the pads on and go out and have a hit. Such a beautiful track. It actually gives you that feeling that it's going to be tilted towards the batters.
Okay. Thank you so much, both of you, Sana, Namir. Time for us to now gear up for the first game. Pakistan versus New Zealand right here in the Tri-Nation Series. Have fun, enjoy the new facility. Cricket is here again.